kind of a ugly day out. It's my Saturday. I'm bored. Can't do anything with this guy yet because I'm waiting on parts. Well, I'm gonna go to the pick and pull. I'm gonna go to the one out here in Sherwood. They have a fresh Explorer out there they got in yesterday, and I'm gonna go see what it's got. Hopefully it's not a total piece of shit. But got my gloves, and I've been keeping my tools in my Explorer lately because I like having my tools. I feel a little better having my tools. Me and Adam are kind of like that with all our vehicles. I like to keep our tools with us. Oh yeah. Should probably take these out of here before they get ruined. Oh yeah, now that's light out. You can get a better shot of this. Looks a lot better. Got to take the little jumper box out. I might do a little bit more right here, but yeah, that's her for now. Gotta keep this shut, keep the water out. Anyways, I think we're gonna head out. I might take my snap-on cutters with me. I'm not sure, I don't have a bag. Yeah, kind of a nasty day, but I got all this stuff to stay dry, so yeah. Well, aside from the many things I want to do, like get that fixed or get a push bumper on this thing, I want to get fender flares. I want to get the ones that come out and they have look like they have bolt holes and stuff on them. I want those on this. That look nice. I don't want the ones that come with the other Explorers. I want aftermarket. But yeah, let's go to pick and pull. So I'm at a stoplight in this Mazda Miata. Obviously a standard. He started rolling back and he almost rolled back into me. Look, he's turning. He's ashamed. He has to get off the road. Man, it freaking rolled back into me. I was about ready to honk my horn, but then he slammed on his brakes. Wow, I can't believe it's still here. This is the Explorer I got my transmission from. It did have a lot of its stuff when I got my tranny from it. Best place to get the upper bolts at is to undo that panel there. See, there's the. Does it even have its torque converter? Yep. Still does. Do I dare touch it? So, I'm sure you want to see why it was here. Oh fuck. Someone took the lifts out. That's why it was here. Didn't make the recall Ford had on it. So it done exploded. Had some damage here too. Yeah, slight check. They just had front shocks done on it, but they didn't do the rear ones. Looks like it's got factory shocks or something on it. Huh. Yeah, people breaking windows out. It's kind of pointless to come out here for a window unless you really know how to take it out. And there's supposed to be a brand new, or a fresh 98 out here somewhere, so I'm gonna go find it. Here it is. Still has the keys in it. White. Alrighty, just picked up some picked up some heavier duty shocks that I found that were still pretty good for this thing. they're thick. Just like the air shocks, but they're not air, they're just regular shocks. And it took forever for the guy to ring me up. He was gonna charge me for air shocks. I was like, bullshit. I am not paying $13.99 each. I paid 7 something for them. So we'll see how these do. Right now I just got these used ones from my friend's 94, and I can feel everything in the back. Get a load of this Ranger up ahead of me. I just saw him at the pick and pull. The side of his truck is something else. Not only is it missing the center portion of his bumper, but it's freaking like got a different bed. It's got now a step side instead of like a green, or not, excuse me, green, a style side bed. Obviously this truck is this guy's beater. It's just hilarious to look. The side of his truck though, man, it is an absolute mess. Still gotta fix that damn exhaust leak. It's not as bad as it was before. I got another one by my catalytic converter. That's that ticking noise. I kind of figured that one out. So once I get a new catalytic converter, I'll get a new gasket for that as well. That'll solve that little issue, and it won't sound like I have a issue with my motor or my tranny. Fortunately, I can aim it. I mean, you can kind of see it. He got hit from the side or something, so his whole door is completely smashed in. So this is what I had before, and these were off my friend's 94 XLT. They're pretty soft. They extend pretty normal. You kind of want your shocks to extend slowly on these things. Ones that extend too fast, like the Sensa tracks, are a little bit rougher. That's what I got now. They look a little crusty, but they function pretty well. We'll see how they do. These are Mountain Riders. These are probably about 5 years old. And that's like a lot stiffer. Oh yeah. So what I'll do is I'll get this mounted up in there, and then in the lower part I'll just get my jack in there to lift up the shock to compress it, and then I'll get it up in there. And I found an interesting discovery I need to take care of pretty much immediately. This will probably improve my fuel economy, but check this out. This hose right here, this is a vent hose for the tank, and it's leaking right there. It's leaking fuel. Wow. So I bet you if I take care of that, I might get a little better gas mileage. It's letting fuel out of here. I don't know how much it's affecting my fuel economy. I typically get about 350 miles on a tank, so maybe I'll get 400, who knows. Yeah, I know these look pretty crusty. I could always wire wheel them, but I think I'm just gonna get in here with undercutting and just blast it so you don't see it. But so here's a quick tip when you're doing the rear shocks. It actually works out that if you bring it in horizontal like this, and then put your bolt in, and then do your best to compress it all the way until it bottoms out, and then lift it up and then let it compress, and then get up in here. Oh, that's so nice. And you don't have to jack the truck up or anything. And you get it on a driveway like this, it brings the ass end up, so it's easy to do the shocks. So I hope these work out pretty well. I'm tired of figuring out which shocks work on this thing. I mean, really, this suspension's kind of a shitty design, to be totally honest with you. So I'm just trying to make the most I can out of it. Same thing goes for the front. There's a bit of a control arm affair up there. It hits a bump, you know, it doesn't know what to do with it. It doesn't know how to dampen it properly. And so unfortunately you get kind of a weird ride quality. But for the most part I got it to ride fairly smooth on the highway and in city, but it's just the bumps that when it takes it doesn't know what to freaking do with the bump. But the best thing to do is run KYBs up front, maybe Bilsteins in the back or something, and keep your axle dampener on. This will keep prevent axle hop and keep it from ruining your perches and stuff like that. So we'll try these out. These are by far a hell of a lot stiffer. It's got a much bigger piston inside, so we'll see how this works out. Well, so far I just hit this little overpass back there, and used to have this really twitchy feeling in the back end. I didn't really feel it a whole lot. So it's actually riding a little better. It's not as bouncy. And like I said, I have heavier duty rear springs off of 94 with the trailer package. So like the truck, it's and many other vehicles that have trailer springs. It's bouncy. Ooh, one-eyed Chevy. They're a little bouncier than they would when they're loaded. And this actually rides pretty good when it's got a trailer on it. It's not bouncy. And same thing with the truck. But for the most part, these shocks are kind of keeping it with a little more control. Kind of wish I would have got these to begin with. So I like the rear shocks so far. Like I said before, the suspension on this car doesn't really know how to handle bumps, but so far it's noticeably handled the textures of the road a little better. So it's just bumps. I don't know how you fuck up leaf spring suspension and torsion bar suspension, but it just the way the suspension's set up, it doesn't like bumps very well. Anyways, I like it. It's a definite improvement, and it isn't bounce.